romance author, and I don't feel like authoring today, but I have to. So we're gonna go drop off a package. I'm gonna purchase one of my books, and then we're gonna go probably find a coffee shop or something to work on revisions for my 17 romance novel. So let's go. So let's start this video with, make sure you put some perfume on, ladies, okay? So I'm just walking, and first of all, I'm just having a blah day anyway. So I walk by this man who's working, love men working, and I get a few steps further, and he's like, excuse me, and thankfully I ain't turning around with no resting bitch face. I'm not, because like I said, I already don't feel like I don't want to be outside the house. And he was just like, you smell so good. I'm just like, thank you, sir. But you know, sometimes I be wondering, y'all don't smell that? Because I be thinking I smell good, and I be wondering, because I love to tell people, men, women, whoever, you smell good. I especially love to tell women you smell good. That's like one of my favorite things, especially black women. You smell so good. You smell good. Your daily little outside shot of, it's a beautiful day. I love the springtime. Like, the springtime is my favorite time of the year, honestly, because like I just love to see everything come alive. It's just like so beautiful. Let's talk about my beta reader process. For any authors or authors out there, this is, you know, if you don't know, have a process, this might be very helpful. So I actually keep a beta reader form open at all times so people can sign up to be my beta readers. And then when I have a project, I reach out to a certain number of them. Currently, I have a very long list of beta readers, so I don't reach out to all of them because I think I only want a certain amount of beta readers per project. Now, some people only like 1 or 2. I like to get at least 7 beta reader feedback because I think you need a good sample size. 1 or 2 readers isn't really a good sample size, and you want to have different perspective. 1 or 2, they might both feel the same way. They might feel opposite or whatever, you know? So I like to have a good sample size, basically. So I reach out to them. I let them know like how long the project is, the type of, the length of time I'm going to give them to do the project or to read through it and give me feedback. And just ask them, do they have the time? Because my betas are volunteering to do this, which I truly appreciate. And I make sure that I let them know that communication is the big deal for me because, like I said, I have a long list. So if you can't, it's fine if you can't do it. Like, there's going to be other projects, so you don't have to say, yes, I can. Like, say I don't have the time, which some people just tell me, I don't have the time, and I reach out to somebody else. From there, they get the project, and I have them do a Google form for feedback. I don't like feedback coming to me through, like, text messages or DMs or anything like that. Like, you can DM me to tell me how much you're loving the story, hopefully. But, like, actual feedback, I want that to come through a form that I can go through and I can compare the responses and things like that. So when you're not feeling good, put yourself together because this man just hey-bait me. I don't even know you, sir, but you want to pay my rent? Kidding, not kidding. I've been seeing a lot of pay pig videos, and okay, let me go back to what we're supposed to be talking about. We've made it to this place. I feel like my camera was dirty the whole time I was recording, but I don't know that because I couldn't see because I had these glasses on. But now before we get back to the good stuff, I don't know what I want to do. Like, there's a coffee shop down the street, or if I want to go to my old, like my coffee shop that I have to go to because of lunch. I'm really trying to figure that out. So I decided I'm going to go to the coffee shop that I can have a nice little lunch at also, just in case I want to stay longer. Sometimes, like, even though I feel like I want to be home, sometimes once I get into it, I'm into it, and I'll be like, dang, I want to be somewhere in a place where I can get lunch for sure. Yeah, so after they fill out the form, and I have a good amount of questions on there, and depends on the book. I tweak the form depending on the book, so, like, this is a very long book, so I had to ask questions about, like, some of the subplots and things like that. And then I get the feedback, I go through the feedback, and I compare, like, what everyone is saying, if people are saying the same thing, different things. I want the feedback, of course, overall to be really great. So for this particular book, it's overall really good feedback. There's a few things that I have to go make revisions on based on what they gave, but how I do that is that I look at what they say, and sometimes I might follow up. Side note, I gotta start bringing my fan back outside. It's nice out, but I'm sweating. I don't like that. Basically, I go through the feedback, and then, like, I use my discernment to decide what I want to fix or not. However, as an indie author, one thing I will tell people, you have to take yourself away from this being your child, you know, because a lot of times we don't want to accept the feedback. We don't want to think that our work needs improvement, but that's the whole point of beta readers. Like, I want real feedback, and then I have to be able to take the feedback and make changes if necessary. When I say you have to use your discernment, I said it because, okay, so for example, one of my beta readers has said that my main male character, at a certain point, he got a little redundant with something that he was saying. When I go back and read it, I don't see that. But it's also because it's actually intentional. Like, he's a player, he's not used to certain things, so him having these moments of being redundant is actually intentional to his character and who he is. I know that, she might not know that, so now I gotta make sure that I maybe tweak it a little bit so that readers understand the reason behind that. Like, I think I just added a line where he acknowledges that he's being repetitive and basically trying to convince himself of something, and that's why it's like that. So that's what I mean. Like, sometimes it's just something that's so small that you might just need to have a little bit more clarity around. Where we have arrived to, one of my favorite new coffee spots in Atlanta. It's only been here about a couple of months. Why he's so loud? I don't think I did an outfit check before leaving the house, but this jeans, I'm really becoming a jeans and a white t-shirt girly, real bad. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear me, but that is basically my process. So now what I'm doing now is, like I said, there's a few things that I'm going through based on like the feedback of things that I think can be improved. And then once I finish that, I will do a full read through one more time. And then it'll be off to my editor and above me for the most part as far as changes go. Unless my editor points out something. But yeah, that is like kind of my beta process. Hopefully it was not confusing. Because like I said, I just be yapping. Okay.